It's definitely giving what it's supposed to give. It's giving I'm finna be on the island with your
I'm gonna use this. This is the glue that I use. I'm not gonna spend no $50 on no glue. Like, baby, they all work the same for me. Okay.
So once you have your cap on and you're ready to go ahead and get started, you want to apply one layer of glue to your ball cap just so it stays better. This works for me, so.
I'm going to Jamaica, and I knew I wanted to be on the whole time, and yes, I had time to be near nothing else. No.
Okay, so now that you have let the glue dry, you want to go ahead and cut the excess cap off. You want to make sure you get as close to your edges as possible. You might cut your edges in the process, but you know, it's okay for now. Like, it's all right. So now you want to go ahead and apply your foundation to your ball cap. I preferably use powder, but what works for you might not work for me. Show y'all the wig, get into the wig, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, yeah. I definitely started feeling myself. It was giving very much Sasha Fierce, Beyonce knows, yeah, all that. I'm gonna go in and apply the same foundation that you applied to the cap to the lace. If you are trying to achieve this style, you want to make sure you go all the way towards the back of the frontal with the foundation. Okay, so now we're about to go ahead and lay our wig down. So you want to go ahead and apply your first layer of glue. How many layers depends on how long you want the wig to be on. Like for me, I was going on vacation, so yeah, I needed all the layers a girl could get, you know? So once the glue dries clear, you want to take the hot comb and hot comb all of your hairs back on the wig, just so none of the hairs stick to it and, you know, have your frontal looking crazy. So now you're going to want to go ahead and lay your lace down. Make sure that it is on the glue. Make sure that it is on the glue exactly how you want it. Like, make sure your placement is right before you lock it in, because you cannot go back after this step. You want to go in with your comb and just comb the wig to make sure that the lace is and the glue is connecting, okay? So then you want to go in with your lace band. Mine came from the hair store for like $3 or some change. Yeah, it does the job. So before you put your lace band on, you want to go ahead and cut off your ear tabs. Cut off the extra lace that's where your sideburns are going to be, to make sure that the lace is intact down there as well. So you're going to go ahead and create your first part. You want to take the wax stick and go over it with a hot comb to make sure your part is as neat and clean as possible. Get into the lace though, like it's giving everything it's supposed to give. As you can see, I'm just going in and parting where my braids are going to be. And this is a 13x4 HD frontal wig, y'all, by the way. Now for the most complex part, you want to go ahead and part out the hair for your baby hairs. You don't want them too thick, you don't want them too thin, you need them to be just right. So take your time, ladies, please. This wig came pre-plucked, so I didn't have to pluck anything. Oh, I wanted some exotic baby hairs because it was my birthday, so you don't have to do as much baby hair as I did, but this is definitely the concept. here you guys will see me readjusting my part on the side because it wasn't as even as I wanted it to be, so I just went in and fixed that. Okay, y'all, so I had to do the first side off camera just so I could pay attention to what I was doing and see where I was going with this style, but I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how I did the other side. So I am also a braider, so I know how to braid very, very well. If y'all want me to do braid tutorials, comment below, let me know.
The suppression, the use of marijuana. The suppression, the use of marijuana.
Okay, so we are almost to the finish line, y'all. It's time to do the baby hair. Okay. So you only need to pluck your baby hairs if they need to be plucked, okay? You want them to be as thin so they look very natural
but you don't want them to be bald, you know? Because I already had an idea of how I wanted my baby hairs to look, I knew how short to cut them. But if you don't know, this is your first time doing an install, do not cut them that short first. Like, cut them longer, and then, like, you got to play with them for you to figure out what way works best. Then you want to curl them forward. You want to curl them forward. A lot of people curl them back, but I feel like forward works best because of how I wanted them to lay. So okay, so I use mousse to achieve these baby hairs. You can use edge control, you can use wax, you can use a lot of different products, but when you use mousse, you want to make sure that you don't apply so much to the baby edges because it could make your lace lift depending on what mousse you guys use.
suppression, the use of marijuana.
When it comes to baby hairs, it's gonna take you a while to actually get them to, you know, lay how you want them to lay. So don't be discouraged. Just keep trying, just keep playing with them, and you'll get it right. get into the sideburn. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with that girl. Period.
The suppression, the use of marijuana. The suppression, the use of marijuana. The suppression, the use of marijuana.
So once I realized that I slayed this hairstyle, I just started moving real fast because, you know, I had to get on my flight in the morning. But when y'all do this step, go slow, y'all. Don't cut it like how I did. Like, slow down, take your time. Make sure they're even. Make sure they're how you want them. Like, just take your time. It's definitely giving what it's supposed to give. It's giving I'm finna be on the island with your daddy, for sure. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Show me some love, y'all.